What's good, everyone? It's your boy Brandon, and I got today with the Mart Gamers. We got,
Hey, this is Chris.
Hello, this is Lane.
Howdy ho, everybody. It's Nathan.
and today we got a crazy episode that we're going to get into. Let's start off. How's everyone doing tonight on this fine Tuesday evening?
I am doing well and without the children, so it is nice and quiet as you can tell. So, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, can't really complain here. Doing well.
Child in my own right, so the only noise that I have around me is myself. So I'm doing pretty good.
Don't lie. I know what you
I
got.
will,
Very scary at times.
will not
I
disagree with
know.
that.
I know what you got in your bedroom. Don't lie.
What happens in my bedroom stays in my bedroom.
You gave us
Lord.
all the virtual tour. We know what's going on.
You can't hide Linda from us.
Shut up.
Yeah, you're
You too, Gertrude.
no gums or whatever you say, the no gums adventure or whatever the hell you say.
Oh yeah, the no
Oh,
denture
right.
adventure.
Yeah, no denture adventure.
No denture adventure. That's right.
And I'm just like, okay, well, whatever floats
Ugh.
your boat, you nasty.
Still makes me friggin' want to vomit.
Remember, a shave a day, a clean shave makes the women misbehave.
Gross.
Ugh.
And are there any
Jesus.
points of mustache rides?
Yeah, like,
It saves the flavor, right?
Right,
exactly.
they're flavor savers.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan found that out. Legendary
geez.
handlebar mustache.
Jesus Christ. What are you even talking
Yikes.
Nah, let's just forget about that racist.
Right?
man? All right.
So, what are we playing this week?
Like in
Awesome.
general?
Yeah, I mean, not just like
Well,
us, as a group, but just like anything, whatever anybody is playing.
Well, I've been going through the Arkham games again, which is a blast.
Yeah, I did catch part of your stream the other night there.
Yes, big fan of the games, but the main reason that I did that is so that when the new Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight releases, then I have a refresher of all of the hints and nudges that it's making towards the games. And it's weird too because like 3 or 4 years ago, if you would tell people that the next big Batman game was going to be a Lego Batman game, people would have laughed at you. But that's like the game that a lot of people are excited for now, and it looks really good. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, I like for them to take Lego Batman and put it in the same fighting style as the Arkham games is awesome. Like, I'm super excited for it as well.
it definitely would be interesting for sure. I mean, I'm not much of a fan of the Lego games, but just having it set up in that same setup should be interesting to see for sure. Though.
Yeah.
Then I've been going through the Hitman games because the James Bond First Light game is being made by the same developers that made the Hitman franchise. So
I didn't even know that.
yeah, IO
I didn't know that
Interactive.
either.
So it's a third-person game that takes place. It's a brand new story. It's not based off of a movie like a lot of the games are. It's based on what his backstory is and how he became a 00 agent. So
Oh, no way.
it should be interesting to see who his first enemy was and like what he went through. Because from like what the trailers were saying, it's combat school and everything.
I thought that was a movie already.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of the games, but I've yet to see. I've wanted to, but I've never watched one of the James Bond movies yet.
There's
Really?
so many of them.
Yeah.
Well, I know this was back on like the PS3 days. There was a old James Bond game that I remember playing. I think it was like 007. Like back like when I was playing that was actually pretty fun to go play. I kind of wonder if I can still get it for
See,
PC.
this is where Lane and I are gonna outdo the both of you. Because Lane and I played 007 GoldenEye back on Nintendo 64.
Yes, sir.
It was.
And
That's a good
that
game.
was the game where I inherited the nickname the Mad Painter.
Yeah, that was great.
I should probably share this story for the podcast. I'm sure I've told you about it, but so Lane, a friend of ours, and I, we would play this. We would just all verse each other, and we would play what was it, Big Head mode with golden guns,
Yeah.
and the ammo was paintballs, and so
it was lasers and paintball because it went through doors.
laser, yeah, that's what it was. And so we played the same map every time, and it was the map where you could get into a bathroom. And I would, once I got in there, I would literally paint the walls with like the paintballs and just sit in there and just start taunting the hell out of them. And every time they come in and I would wipe them out, I would just maniacally laugh. And so yeah, I became the mad painter for that game.
Yeah,
Well,
because there was only two ways to get into the bathroom: either through the
Yes,
front door or spawning in the vent above it.
yes, yeah. But anytime that they got in there or got me out of there, like eventually the paint would go away. But the moment I got back in there, I would repaint. And so they always knew when I was in there.
Yeah,
Well, the funny thing with that game is like I went through that game. Me and my brothers did the same thing with the GameCube version of the James Bond games, both Agent Underfire and Nightfire. We had a blast
Hmm.
with those, and then we did the remake of GoldenEye for the Wii, and we did paintball mode. And the weird thing is my mom was very she don't want violence in the house. She don't like guns. She don't like any of those types of games like no Call of Duty, no Splinter Cell, no like very like that. She didn't like that stuff. My dad on the other hand loved that kind of stuff. So I was like, "Hey dad."
Dad was all about the violence.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey dad, can I go play this game?" And he's like, "What'd your mother say?" And I was like, "I don't know. I didn't ask her on purpose." So
as one
so
does.
he's like, "Well, I'll go to a happy medium." And I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, there's paintballs in that mode, so even though you're technically still executing people and there's still blood going down the screen, when you and your brothers are playing, just put on paintball mode so that if your mother walks in, you're just shooting each other with paintballs and it's not bullets."
I mean, that's
And I was
that's way to go, Dad.
right.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
a
I was
nice
like,
loophole.
well, that's what I was saying. And then he's like, and if your mother walks in and still don't agree with that, I gave you permission, but if she catches you, I had nothing to do with it and I didn't know. And I'm like,
seems legit.
okay, I guess that works. I won't get
So
caught.
I
That's
have
funny.
this one topic that I do want to actually bring up, and I want your guys' opinions on this. So,
Alrighty.
are games getting better or worse?
That is a good question. Jeez, I don't know because there are a lot of indie games that have come out that I absolutely enjoy. Like especially a lot of the ones that bring back like God, this is gonna fucking age me. Bring back the feel of like NES days and Super Nintendo and
Hmm.
the ones that give off that vibe I absolutely love.
Right. Yeah. I'd
But
say it really
then again,
depends too.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Because like there's some like major titles games they're good. Then there's others that just keep repeating the same formula over and over again on repeat,
Yeah,
copy and paste. And
yeah,
it seems those are the ones that keep getting made. You all know I'm not a fan of the COD games,
right.
but they keep copying and pasting. How many different versions of COD is there now?
They're up
It's
to
coming
like
up to
7.
7. Yeah.
But that's not including the remakes of the older ones either. They've done
Hmm.
multiple.
Or the older games, that's just the Black Ops games. They're still Modern Warfare games, the World at War,
Yeah,
the
Exactly.
Ghosts, like everything.
I think the last game that they lost me at was when they came out with Black Ops 3. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm done. I tried to attempt to play 6, but on zombies, and I was like, yeah, this
But like one thing that's getting me though is especially we're losing the physical media of games
Hmm.
and they're cost the same price the physical and digital. There's no price difference.
Yeah, because as I notice now, and this is why I brought this topic up, was I'm noticing some of the games are no longer like single player. A lot of it is now it's all multiplayer or is requires us a subscription to play, or it's like no longer like, okay, you buy the game for like 20 or 30 bucks and now it's just like, what is this? I have to go pay more for just the same concept of
right,
like before, where you'd be like, I'm gonna go spend 10 bucks here and oh, I can play this game without anyone, or like later I want to incorporate like, hey, you guys, you want to go play this, and like almost like a LAN party type of thing.
Right.
right.
And
Well,
Well, see, and And that was the thing, like with the games It Takes Two and stuff like that. They had those set up where only one person needed to buy it, and you could invite anybody to come play it with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they
and
get a
see,
guest download.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool, and I'm sure that helped to get a lot more people to, try the game out that way.
yeah, and it also makes a lot of sense to do it that way too.
Yeah.
It's like one of my other good friends and I when we play, Are We There Yet? Not Are We There Yet, wrong game. But still, it's the same concept as that. It's like Steam especially, there's a way that you could share all your games with another friend if they don't even own it. So, I'm saying why can't that be more of an option for like some of these people to or game developers to start incorporating into it if you're already paying for the game that's like 70 or 80 bucks to buy already.
Right.
Because they're greedy corporations, they want to make more money.
Well, that's true right there.
Unfortunately,
Oh
that's
yeah.
all it is.
The stemming off of what Lane had said with like the digital and physical copies, there's actually a company that I won't name. Recently, they have stated that if you want a physical copy of the game, if you want a physical cartridge of the game, you have to spend an extra $10 to get the physical game. Whereas if you buy it digitally, it's $10 less for just being able to display it on your shelf. And I think a lot of like that I don't agree with. I think that's stupid, but I think it also stems off of tech and age and nostalgia. There's a lot of different things that stem off from that. From like some people may enjoy games a lot more when they're kids because sometimes that's what they do after school. That's like their main activity. That's what their go-to is. Whereas when they get older and different things in life change, they might not have as much time, might not enjoy it as much. But nowadays, with the graphics and how everything works and the frames and all that, instead of focusing on story, a lot of people are just, I want to see how well I can make this. I want to see how well it will look or how nice the graphics will run. And then the story is kind of like the sideline, or they just don't worry about a story and do like a battle royale or like Lane was saying, another Call of Duty game.
Yeah, that's true there. That because it's hard to get a, a good combination of both, of a great story and great graphics, or they'll release a game and on game one launch, you automatically need a patch for it just for it to run
Right.
because they don't have enough time to make it.
They want to get it out on the time that they said just to get it out there to make their money off of it.
Right. And I don't like the scrapping idea. The idea of having content and then scrapping it. Apparently like Call of Duty Black Ops 4, that was supposed to have a story mode to it and they scrapped it because the story got leaked and the developers didn't like that the story had got leaked, and so they just scrapped it and completely got rid of the story. So that ended, or it will be ready and then something happens like a day prior, and then they'll scrap the entire story, and then the game is just what the game would have been originally, just minus the story or campaign.
Yeah, and like Lane was saying, and even Brandon, I think, even said it. There's not nearly as many good one-player games anymore because all they want to focus on is the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason I'm looking forward to the new Fable game. Is that's one of the things I loved about the Fable games. It was a great single player game. All three of the originals actually I greatly enjoyed. And it was just a great storyline. It was a very very cool concept. You get to decide whether you're good, evil, whatever. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to the new one.
Right. I had also caught your stream on that with when you were streaming Fable, and it was something different for me because I had never seen gameplay or seen the game or
Hmm.
anything to do with the story. So that was interesting. I might have to look into that. I
Speaking
I
of that,
think
I need to continue that.
I think another thing that crashes down is time. Like
Hmm.
with the games having such big graphics and them making the games longer and trying to see everything that they can put into it, it's making it so that the games are further and further in between games. Whereas it was taken like 2 or 3 years, you can have a game come out one day and then 5 or 6 years later, then you'll see the second game in that franchise. And sometimes it will span out depending on, well, it also depends on like the company and deadlines and has a bunch of other things, but time is also another thing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for them to get like sequels out as well, it depends on how profitable the first game was.
Right.
Like just for example, we had the Dead Space remake, which I loved. I loved the entire series, and the remake to me was dead on perfect. I wouldn't have changed anything, but to them, they didn't sell enough copies, so they completely scrapped the remake of Dead Space 2 that was in the process, which out of fans like me, it just completely pisses us off.
See, that's another series that I need to play through. I think I started playing Dead Space, the first one there, and I don't know. I think it was one of those things where one of the games I was waiting for came out and I just lost it just got lost because I have a tendency of doing that way too often.
Hey,
ADHD for you.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Splinter Cell was another one that happened like that. Lane with me is I was a big fan of the Tom Clancy Splinter Cell series, and I still am. But the last game that they released was in 2013 because they had a huge like range, like they had a big standard for the game, and they wanted it to reach this many sales, and it was like a ridiculous amount, and it never reached it. So they just kind of scrapped the game, and now they've said that they're working on a remake from the very first game from 2002, trying to rerun it from the ground up and kind of
Yeah,
modernizing the story. But
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, the Splinter Cell remake was originally announced in 2021.
To
Okay,
give you an
the
idea of
main
how
director of the project left in 22, so they're the only
give
original
you
director working on it right now.
to give you all an idea of how much I played Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid and all that. I was about to start yelling Snake, but that's Metal Gear Solid. I was about to go Snake.
Snake.
Yeah, but then I was like, oh wait, wrong game.
Yeah, yeah, that was solid for the PS.
they made a funny reference to that in the Splinter Cell games. You can sneak around the corners and you can hear these like the bad guys. They're all like, "Yeah, did you see the maniac CIA agent that they have going around?" They're like, "No," and they're like, "He's a freak. He can do like a bunch of different moves, and he always wears a bandana." And I was like, they just referenced Snake.
Yeah, that's one thing I do love when games will reference other games that are not even
Oh
in the
yeah,
same
yeah.
franchise,
Yes.
or they'll
Well,
have
I
other
mean,
games that will kill off characters from other franchises as well.
right.
Hmm.
Well, look at all the Easter eggs that Bethesda does for their games. I mean,
That's very
and
true.
you got the Fallout games that does it, the Skyrim games even. Yeah. Like my favorite Skyrim Easter egg is the one that's supposed to be Luke Skywalker hanging in the cave of the I don't even know what the creature's called in Star Wars.
The Snow Troll.
Yeah, where they imitate that scene where they have like a skeleton or something hanging from the ceiling. There's a dead snow troll with a missing arm, and then there's a sword in the snow. It's just like I love stuff like that. Well,
You were saying what, Chris?
I was gonna say even well, look at Phasmophobia with the frickin' the camp map. You got what? You got Jason Voorhees, you got Blair Witch, you got Slender Man, you got just
Yeah.
all of those.
I completely
Brandon,
forgot about
Brandon,
those.
you're awfully quiet on your end, man. You got something you want to throw in?
I was gonna say,
I'm just sitting here.
All right, all right. Well, I'm just saying, like the three of us have kind of taken over. If you got, step in anytime.
yeah,
Oh no, because the really much the only thing that I was gonna go over is remember a game that came out 2006. It's called Gmod.
Yes.
yep,
Well,
That sounds familiar.
Gary's mod.
yeah, it's Gary's mod. Well,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
coming out on April of 2026, there is going to be a new Gmod that's coming out, and
No
I
way.
did not
instead
hear
of
this.
instead of it being called Gary's Mod, it's gonna be called, and ironically, is and I saw this the other day, and I was like, no way. They're actually updating this old game to an it's supposed to be uh more user friendly, like learning the old style of Gary's Mod.
Okay.
But
Okay.
and so this means they're trying to actually bring it onto console soon, so everyone could actually go and play it. And I was making a comment to one of my other friends. I said, my god, does this mean I could actually bring one of my old maps? And it is true. Anything that you had
Uh,
created back on Gary's Mod, you could bring it onto this one. So that's why I say, is it actually getting worse or is it actually getting better on some of the games? Like, of course, I know some of us still don't have a PC just quite yet. There's only one in the group. I'm not naming names, but it starts with an R.
I believe he owes me money too.
Yeah, it's Ruby
Yeah,
Panda.
it's Chibi
My
Panda that owes you money.
my third cousin, second removed. He's the uncle of Booby
No,
Panda.
we all know it's me.
Wait till I let the cat out of the
No,
bag,
no, I
Rapasu.
didn't say names. I didn't say Rabasu. I said an R.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if you look at all of the names on the screen, there's only one now that has an R.
it's Randon.
Yeah, see, Randon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Randon. I,
Yeah, yeah, is that person over there? Is a Randon.
yeah, no. I
Randon
know.
Ruthout.
I would love to get a PC. It's just money. It's money.
Well, that's okay. I'll sign you up to. I'll give you some lotion so you could put it on the skin.
Or I'll get the hose again.
Yeah.
The last
Well,
time that was a
all right,
one-time thing. I am not putting that on again.
So on the
That
screen
outfit's
now,
retired.
this is the game details that are currently out on Steam for the new technically Gary's mod. It does look interesting. It's supposed to set out on April 28th, so really much in 6 days.
Yeah.
no.
um, of course, I'll go ahead and check it out. But yeah, that's something that you guys are interested in. It's coming soon. So I don't know if
Yeah.
it's gonna ever make it onto the channel though, but possibility.
Yeah. I see.
I'll
I
I'll
mean,
Source 2
I'll
engine.
work
We'll
on it.
see.
I'll work on it. I'll
and
figure
again,
out a way.
just because I don't have a PC doesn't mean that the rest of you can't play those games. I mean, feel free.
No, reading the specs. The specs for this one is actually very interesting. Apparently, you could run the game on a 1050 card. That's really much what's in every single laptop.
Wow.
What's the RAM use for it?
RAM usage.
That will get you too.
Yeah, it's 8 gigs.
Which most standard PCs only come with 8 at the beginning.
Yeah, so you'll be pushing it.
Yeah. I mean, I
But
just
yeah,
got mine boosted up to 16.
it's probably running very smooth.
It is. It's actually haven't had any really issues. The other day I did stream some. I did not stream, but messed around with some Fallout New Vegas because I'm planning on streaming that. But I have it set a mod set it for it's a Ramanizer, so I was testing, making sure everything worked, and that seemed to be running perfectly fine, even for being an older game.
Yeah. See, I still need to go ahead and play New Vegas. Ironically, I still haven't played that one.
I want to say out of all of them, New Vegas is the one I have the most hours in. Probably like 200 plus, almost equal up to what I have hours in Skyrim.
Yeah, because didn't they say the New Vegas is actually a little bit better? It's actually one of the better ones.
It has, well, definitely has a better fan base. It's funny thing is, it's built on leftover assets from Fallout 3.
Lane said assets.
Yeah.
Never played any of the Skyrim or Fallout games.
You're missing out.
Well, Skyrim is actually like the fifth installment of Elder Scrolls.
Never played those either.
Well, I'm just saying that Skyrim is part of the Elder Scrolls, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Each one of them is just a standalone game that takes like
yeah. They each
hundred to
have like
200
their
years from each other.
and they each have like their own title along with subtitle. Like not subtitle. What am I thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking.
Me either.
Okay.
Move on.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody knows this, but I'll let you all in on a little secret. Any game that has a giant insect that is from my knees or higher, I tend to avoid, and I've heard that there's quite a bit of those in the Fallout series.
No,
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 actually,
there's cockroaches.
yeah, Fallout. There's none of the S ones.
I hate the S.
I love how we're using letters for it now.
Yeah, but yeah, in Fallout, there's none of those.
In I know
Sky-
that in Skyrim they have giant frost ones. So yeah,
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 they have
I
like medium-sized ones about the size of dogs, and they got one
yeah,
about twice as big as bears.
yeah, yeah.
So
my
Skyrim, you probably want to stay away from, or mod them and turn them into puppies.
can do that now. I have a PC. Um, my one of my friends was playing Skyrim and he completely screwed over one of his saves because he wasn't paying attention to his weight and he managed to pick something up that was the perfect size, and when he picked it up it made it so that he couldn't move. He literally stuck himself in place, and then every time he tried to drop it the game just like glitched. It wouldn't let him put it down.
That
He had to
that must have
start a
been
new
the
game.
PS3 port.
Yeah, well
Yeah, the PS3
yeah.
had the worst port for Skyrim. It was horrible.
I was like,
Skyrim just had so many friggin' like glitches and bugs.
Yeah, and also got remade like 5 times.
Yeah, one of my favorite bugs that. Sorry, Chubby, I didn't mean to.
no, no,
Welcome
you're
to
good,
the Mart.
Ratsu.
But one of my favorite bugs that I encountered with Skyrim, I I was out hunting deer for the pelts or whatever, so I could make leather to build up my smithing, and I shot a deer, and it literally after I killed it, it sank into the ground,
Powered by Riverside.
and there
Same
was
old
no loot. There was no yeah, there was no looting it. I was like, all right, thanks.
I had that happen
Yep, yep, I've had that happen.
and the sad thing is, this is on the newest version of the game.
Yep.
No.
They kept
Oh yeah,
all the old bugs and stuff are still there.
yeah. No, they're
I had NPCs talk to me and their head got chopped off, and they're still talking.
other one I liked that I encountered. The first dragon that you fight, uh, after you kill it, because it's near like the first major like city that you go to, Whiterun. After you kill a dragon, it's like you absorb their soul, and their bones are just laying there wherever you killed them. So I go back to Whiterun, report to the Jarl, and I'm like, hey, slayed the dragon, blah, 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 blah. I step out of Whiterun after I do whatever I had to do in there. All of a sudden, the dragon bones are right there at the front door. And I was like, that
Yeah,
is
I've
not
seen
where
that
I killed
happen.
you. I was like, that is not where I killed you, sir.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
does everybody know where the term bug came from?
I do.
Yeah, so
I guess I don't.
apparently the reason that they did that was it was like I believe it was like a space lab or something a long time ago, and one of the machines wasn't working, and when they couldn't find out why it wasn't working, they had somebody come in and like take the machine apart, and the reason that it wasn't working is there was a cockroach that was in the machine and it was messing around with the machinery, so they found a bug in the system. So that's why every time there's like a glitch or something, someone's like, oh, it's a bug.
That's okay. I mean, makes sense. And
It,
that just reminded me of that clip you showed me the other night, Brandon.
that cockroach infested laptop.
Yeah.
He said that to me too.
I just realized I was muted.
No.
So, it was a Harvard Mark II computer in 1947.
Mm.
Holy.
It was,
probably
and it
had
was a moth
cockroaches.
that caused it.
Ah.
Alrighty. So I didn't realize we already went on over our half an hour mark. It's time for the dad joke corner on Riverside FM. Here we go. Who's going with the first? Who's going with the first dad joke?
Well, I mean, we got to start, with the usual dad joke person, I would say.
Go ahead, Rabisu. What do you got?
No. That is you, sir. Do you got one? If not, I got a couple that I could go with if you need time.
So,
Do we have the music for a reason?
Yes.
so, okay. Okay. So, my girlfriend was fed up with my constant wordplay jokes. So I asked her, how can I stop my addiction? She said, by whatever means necessary. I said, no, it doesn't.
Oh,
Wow.
all right, all right. Okay, here's mine. What happens when Batman kisses Catwoman? The Dark Knight rises.
So you know what you call Batman that just got in a fight and got punched in the face a couple of times?
What?
Bruised Wayne.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Why wouldn't the shrimp share his treasure?
Why?
He was a little shellfish.
Did you hear about the fish that lost his girlfriend?
No.
Yeah, he lobster and never flounder.
My God.
I hope everybody heard me smack my own forehead just now. What do you call an emo acapella? Self-harmony. All right, that's all I got for this episode.
All right, here we go. One last one. Why did the turkey join the band?
Why?
Why?
So he could use his drumstick.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is definitely a dad joke there.
Shit. Well, that's all. Do you have anything, Lane, for dad jokes?
I'm good. I'll leave it to the professionals.
All right, I guess that's all it on the dad joke. I was about to say Chad corner.
Hey, you know what? It's the first podcast. It's all
Yeah. We had to start somewhere, one way or another.
right.
Okay,
Exactly.
so Brandon,
Go ahead.
the
I know.
salesman comes up to me and sees that I'm looking for a couch. And I said, I want a decent sized couch. He goes, this one, sir. You'll love this one. This one's perfect. I said, well, what makes this couch so special? He said, well, it can fit 5 people with no problem. And I said, don't want it. He says, well, why not? He goes, I have a hard time finding friends for one. For two, it's going to be impossible to find 5 people with no problem.
What?
Jesus Christ. I
Yeah,
know you're
that's definitely where we need to end
Yeah.
that one. Fucking chicken Nathan, man.
well,
I'm telling you.
all right, but
And that's the thing, like during the streams, all we have to hear is, hey, Ravisu, and we all know what's coming.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you know how you get an old lady to curse? Get an-
I thought we were done with this segment.
get another old lady to yell bingo.
So,
I was thinking it was about that time.
all right,
But
moving on.
To be continued.
Jesus Christ. All right. So we all know off of this 1 year of us doing the streaming, we had some funny moments, rage, and really much dumb decisions. What are your guys' dumb decisions that you guys made during stream?
During stream, oh, like every moment. I mean,
Oh, well,
there
it could
was.
even be failed or rage moments.
Jeez, trying to think back to one of the good ones. I mean, there were how many times have I fallen asleep?
Yes.
A lot
Yeah,
where you were
I mean,
spinning around.
Yeah. That's my
yes,
favorite one of him and
the Phasmo. Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
those were
that
the
was a
best
good one.
The most recent one of doing content warning with the signs like, "Hey, did you fall asleep? Are you good?"
Yeah, I like that one too. This one that I'm thinking of was before we even streamed. Lane would know this one. It was Lane, Satanic, Lemming, Cast Smash, and I. And we were playing Sea of Thieves and I fell asleep. Like I think we were selling stuff and the next thing I know I wake up, my Xbox had shut off on its own. I checked the time when I did wake up, it was like 3 a.m. And so I had messaged Lane, Cass, and Satanic Lemon saying, "Hey, I apologize for falling asleep, blah blah blah." And they're like, "Oh, it's all good." And Lane made the comment like, "You were making the most precious sounds."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Like we can start streaming or playing or whatever, and I am fine. And then just suddenly it hits me. A lot of the times I'm like, "Hey guys, I'm starting, get sleepy," and I was like, I gotta hop off. But I get those nights. Actually, I want to say the Phasmo night. I was drinking that night.
Yeah, it's your moonshine Tuesdays.
The past two streams that I fell asleep, which was the Phasmo and the content warning, I had been drinking my moonshine those nights. So yeah.
I think you need to switch it up to something else.
But I like my moonshine.
No, no, you need to
Yeah, it
start
puts you to
having some
bed.
tequila, make your clothes fall
I
off.
no 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 no, sir. I cannot do tequila.
And
Yeah,
say coming from a person that never drank,
Ravisu has
Like
just trying a simple mimosa, just with bleh.
I can
like
say
even
one drink, but I know if I give that to Rab, so we won't see him again for a couple days.
yeah, Lane. You don't need to bring up that old shit. All right,
Ravisu has a case of like the moonshine sleepy time.
pretty much. Well, no. And the thing is I'm good when I'm drinking the moonshine. It's when my buzz starts to go away that I just bog down and yeah.
That's when you have to take another quick shot.
But
When you
again,
take the tequila, that will wake you up. Slap you in the face with like it tastes like drinking Windex.
Well, fuck, you could run a car off of tequila. It
That's
has
what I'll say.
enough octane.
Depends on the tequila, because some
Yeah.
tequilas I'm fine with, and others I'm not.
The red label.
you got a better chance of running vehicles with moonshine than you do tequila, though. If you got the
Well,
right kind of moonshine.
I have a
If you have the
feeling
true
moonshine would run
moonshine,
a
then yes,
tractor.
Yeah.
it can
it can
run
run a
more.
freaking semi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but like
ironically, that there's a MythBusters of them actually trying it. It does work, but it's
Yeah.
I remember that
it,
episode.
yeah, it's actually crazy.
think I think my biggest rage moment in streaming that I can think of, the time that I genuinely got mad and I was really irritated, was during Labyrinthine when we was trying to run down the freaking cave and that stupid train cart kept going in
The mine
front
carts.
and I could
Yeah.
not get it. I was so mad. The only reason I passed through is because when Brandon and Chris had passed through it, it dragged me through.
Yeah.
Every time that I tried to run, and I was timing it fine. I had no issues with it. But it seemed like after I got through the first two like spots to hide, the third one was just less than 2 feet away from me, and I still couldn't get it because the stupid minecart would just bash me. And it got to the point I just sat there and waited until I got dragged through the
Okay,
part of the map.
so question on that one, because I know you, Rabisu, and Lighthouse decided to go and replay that. Did you guys complete that level yet?
No.
So you would have to redo it again.
No, no. I think I've retired from the story mode of that game.
Come on.
Come on. You need to finish level 6 on your own. You
You
couldn't just let me finish it.
no, 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 no.
Because Ravisu didn't even finish it either.
Do
So
you know
you
how I
guys
got
have to
through that?
finish level 6. I had to call you on Messenger and tell you, go left, go right, go left, go
So
straight. The fucking spider's in front of you. Just run.
so no joke, how I did that was I took my headphones off because I could hear the
Chicken.
squeaking and squealing of the spider and the big clip clopping that he was doing. And I took my headphones off, put on Brandon's stream. Then I get a call, and I'm looking down the whole time. I have no idea what I'm looking at because I'm like, I have the camera looking up, but myself, I'm looking at my floor. And so Brandon's like, run straight. No, no, take a right. No, no, dumb, dumb, that's a wall. No, back up. And I'm like, I can't see it. And he's like, look at your screen while you're playing the game. And I'm like, no, I will not. I
No,
refuse. I hate them. I can't.
see, when Brandon and I were getting close to you two, because Brandon and I found each other, and then we went looking for you because we knew you were going to be freaking out. We find you, you are just standing completely still. You're
Just
not
in the
responding,
corner.
to us at all in game. And I was like, we lost Chubby. He's gone.
I cannot express the instant 0 to 100 fear that happened when we went to open a door and it was the back of a frickin' spider that just pops out and starts walking around like nothing's happening. I instantly lost it. I was like, nope. I was talking to SML and he was telling me that he don't like blood. Blood is
No, he does not.
one thing he don't care about, and he's like, yeah, like I don't mind movies and I don't mind if it's me, but like if I see other people, I kind of get like lightheaded and warm and
Hmm.
like all this. And I said, now what you're explaining is how I feel when I come in contact with spiders. And he's
Hmm.
like, what? Like that bad? I said, yeah, it's not, I don't like them. It's that it's a
You
phobia.
have a true phobia.
I'm like, I hate them. I don't like them at all. Like, I don't care if it's a tiny one. If it's a tiny one and it's in the corner, if it's not dead, it needs to be, or I will leave.
Or you get my ass at the like. I don't want to spoil it for some people that hasn't played the story mode of Labyrinthine,
10 out of 10, highly recommend, by the way.
but at the end of the matches, there's all the enemies. Well, of course, if you played level 6, you know how big that spider is. I purposely made him
Yeah.
jump the wall and stand in front of it. There's still a shirt design that I still need to release, but it's taking me this long ass time because it seems
You
like
did
every time.
not.
What?
No.
You did not make a design of that stupid spider.
I did, yes. Yes, I did. And you're gonna wear it because it was a
Ah,
small spider.
that was
It's your
not a
best
small
friend. It
spider.
loves you. It
It
loves
was
you. It told me. It says, I love you, Juby.
it was jumping the walls of a 50-foot maze.
Yeah, it loves you. It was trying to find you.
Tall spider, my
It
butt.
tried to crawl up your mouth and your nose to get warm.
If that thing went through me, it'd wear me as a jacket. That was not small.
Yeah, I don't want to know your kinks.
No, it would have worn you like a sock. That's how big it
Yeah.
was.
Like you could, it was so big, it's freaking, what do you call them? Its pinchers were dangling, dragging on the floor.
You probably want it jangling on the floor.
I have that same issue.
Yeah.
Jesus
I walk
Christ.
around, people come, I walk around, and all I have to do is enter a room and people say Santa's here. We can hear
Gee,
They
sleigh
call me.
bells.
my God.
They're dreaming of a white Christmas.
My
Be
God.
a not so silent
Well,
night.
thinking about it, I do have a TikTok on there right now that I released around Christmas time. Anyways, part of that game.
Wow.
We got to get back into that. The case files. Apparently, there's over 32 different type of monsters, and none of them are in the story mode.
Yeah,
Like it's
no.
all different.
Well, see, like I was waiting for everyone to finish the game or to start it, so then they got the based idea, then to hop back in. But then that's another game that we technically archived and never really picked back up. So
And I wanted to, but every time that I brought it up to Lighthouse, is I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to play that game. We'll play this game. And I'm like, at some point, we got to finish that game, or if not, I'm just gonna go back to play with Brandon and Chris. I
Right.
was like, because I've bought the game twice on the Xbox and on the PS5, and I don't want to archive the game. I enjoy playing the game, and it's a really fun like jump scare mechanic. And oddly enough, as weird as it is, I have felt my sense of direction has gone just like one bump up, very slightly, not by any means good, but it's slightly better than it was before I played Labyrinthine.
I was about to say it would have been any better since you played American Truck, making a left turn on a one way on ramp.
That would have been my biggest fail, not my
Christ.
biggest fear.
Well, no, you said sense of figuring out where you're going.
No, your sense of direction. He means.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turning up an on-ramp, say, "Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to go this way." Yes. Well, what would you get that? A do not enter sign or wrong way?
Well, we still had.
Nah, those signs are just suggestive.
All right, you're right.
Yeah, it's not breaking the law
Exactly.
unless you get caught. I still can't believe that our friend that we was playing with frickin' he wasn't even going fast. He was just going straight and slightly bumped into me and it sent the whole frickin' truck flying. Like, I took flight. I went across the interstate and then landed.
More than take
And I'm
flight.
like,
You went Mach 5.
that's what I'm saying. And then I bumped into the guardrail and that's when the underbelly of my trailer went everywhere. Roadblock. I was cruising a whole 8 miles an hour, top speed after that.
Yeah, I was watching that stream at work when that whole shit happened.
They were like,
That was insane.
they just went, screw you. You're gonna have to get a towing company to fix you up, but we're driving. And I'm like, okay.
They did too. They left you, man. They were like, you're on your own, pal.
I did not. I offered some aid. Just some.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
And his
Yeah, I was gonna
aid
say it wasn't a whole lot.
his aid was proceeding to damage my truck by ramming it back onto his tires.
Whoa,
So
whoa. He was helping. All right.
Yeah, see? You ungrateful little.
My favorite thing about you two playing that game is how Nathan always seems to blame you for his wreck
That's what I'm
when
saying.
it is so blatantly obvious that it's his fault, his own fault.
It's like, I'm not doing nothing except I'm in front of you, like going Mach 91 down the fucking highway. You're in back, fucking left, right, flip.
Well, no, not only that, Brandon, but the night that you and I were both working, watching his stream, and he still continued to blame you.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not doing
Sounds about
nothing.
right.
and
Well, you're just being
Brandon
a
put in the
damn
chat,
law
he's
lizard
like,
is what you're doing.
Brandon's putting in the chat, he's like, hey, go this speed. So I'm like, okay, I'll go that speed. Entertaining some people, not a worry. And then I ended up going into a guardrail, and it's my fault.
And again,
Well,
like I
yeah.
told you that night, I pulled the dad card on you. And I was like, if he told you to jump off a bridge, would you? You know, it's like you're your own person. You don't have to listen to him.
Yeah.
But does he though?
Well, there was the last time that we played American Truck Sim. Brandon ended up having to pay like $400,000 worth
Because
of
of who?
damages. No.
Because of who?
Let me explain.
Because of
What happened. So I have video
Yeah, I can't wait
evidence.
to hear this one.
I have video evidence. I have proof. Okay.
okay.
So what happened was I was driving and a bunch of the trucks that I kept coming in contact with, or like not hitting, but like I kept stopping behind trucks and following the trucks because I'm like, oh, yeah, that's Brandon. Blue truck in front of me, Brandon. Then I look on the map and I'm like, that's not Brandon. Let me pass him, go up to where Brandon is. Well, there was this truck that was by Brandon and in front of Brandon. Brandon had to turn into I think it was like a way station. He was turning into something.
There was
And
no way
so,
station.
okay, well, there was something I was gonna pass him. And so he's going through, I'm passing him. And when I turned in, there was a vehicle that was in front of him. And somehow the tail of my trailer whacked Brandon's truck right in the face.
Lies.
And no. And I didn't realize it because there was no thud. There was no indication that my truck was damaged. I didn't get like a cost saying that my truck was damaged. And then I turn around and Brandon is completely disoriented with his truck and he goes, "You just hit me." I'm like, I didn't. And he's like, "I have proof." So we're gonna have to exchange like videos and see what happened from what
It's like
side.
real life. You guys are exchanging insurance.
And then
Oh, it's
it
like
became a vengeance story. Like Brandon was going out of his way to try to catch up to my truck just to ram me off the road. And every time he tried to ram me off the road, he'd hit a guardrail instead. And
no, I didn't hit the guardrail. The game decided to do that little glitchiness and fucking set me Mach 5 into your trailer and fucking lost control after that.
That's funny.
well, there was one time he blocked the whole road. And so it's a straight road, but it's on a mountain.
Mhm.
So to the right side of the road, there's a mountain going like a upward hill. While on the left side of the road, it's a little bit straight, and then there's like a downhill dip.
Okay.
So Brandon goes to the right of the road and cuts the whole road off by facing his truck to the left side. So if he pushes the gas, he's going straight down the hill. Well,
Okay.
he blocks off the road so that I can catch up. And I'm like, well, normally, if Brandon wants me to catch up, he'll just pull off to the side of the road. He won't block off all of traffic. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, Brandon's not in a great mood with me right now after all the damages that he's paid for. So he's facing a hill. I have to go around him. And there's a hill to my right. And then Brandon's like, come on, you could pass me. You could pass me. Not to worry at all. Come on, just go past. And I went, no, 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 no. Because I knew that if I kept going and went around the left, he was going to ram my truck as hard as he could off the hill. And
No, what
so,
the fuck
so
is these
I was like, no, 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 no. I start backing up, and then I just hear, no, you're not, you shyster. And he just
That doesn't
whams
sound like him at all.
right into
Yeah,
my
see,
Yeah,
truck.
no.
it's lies.
And
Fake
This,
news.
this is
It's
this is
lies.
just slander at this point.
so we've had some adventures with that game for sure.
Yeah, you do realize what I'm doing right now, right? Is I'm bringing up the exact clip
Oh, I'm
because
excited for this.
He's pulling out the evidence.
Right?
I got dash cam footage,
Ladies and
bro.
gentlemen, Exhibit A. That's freaking funny.
I still am only like not even $30,000 out of debt now. Like I'm not in debt anymore. Luckily, I crawled out. But
Okay, example A. Look at this shit. Look at this
Oh,
shit
here
right
it is.
here. Look at this shit. Let me go back. Let me go
Whose
back.
point of view is this?
This
this
is
is
mine,
Brandon.
by the way.
Okay.
So if he never did what he did, I would have still been good, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn up volume. What is this? What is this? What? So first thing, I'm hitting every single thing. So I said, "Fuck you." I'm gonna say, "Okay, he's gonna see me," and then bam, fucking game glitch. And just keep in mind, this is one of our streams that we were doing so late at night. It was so fucking late,
It was one
and
run that
so
took 4 hours.
yes.
Holy.
Okay, so
Brandon's like, my
at
butt's
this
numb. We can
moment,
never do that again.
I said, "Oh fuck, I overshot the run." And just keep in mind, I just spent 130,000 on this new Western Star, and so I'm like, okay, it shouldn't be much damage. I should be good. I'm pulling in, and this is how bad it was. I was playing with the steering wheel with this, so my lane control was like good. So I overshot my run. So I said, okay, let me reverse really quick, or I'm gonna clip my trailer. Then look at what this jackass does. Still damages my trailer.
Oh my
Fucking just pull it there, just like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
So I
Typically,
said,
when
fuck
you
you, I'm gonna start ramming you out of the way.
get into a parking lot, it turns it into a no collision zone. So you
Okay, here
just
you
go
go. Watch
through the
this.
truck.
Just watch this. Watch this. How much is this? $96,000.
Holy.
So I'm like, I beg the differ, sir. Quit
Wow.
your lie.
And it's oh man, it's fantastic. But
Yeah, fantastic for you.
one thing that Brandon is not mentioning, okay, is that on this save that he has 32 trucks. He bought a brand new truck just to do that run because he didn't want to use his trucks, and I'm still crawling out of debt.
And
So I, in my defense, you can afford if I damage your truck a little bit. Whereas if you ram into my truck, I'm going in the hole another 100 grand.
Wow.
So this was what I was doing. I was watching the map, trying to wait for Chubby to get here. Because he was like, well, he's way over here and I'm over here. And I was like, oh, this is a good bend. So here I am just waiting. And then by the time when I was like, come on, Chubby, hurry up, he decided to start reversing down this fucking road. So here he is coming around right now after at this time we had a person. I was trying to wreck his ass, but then he caught it right before. But
Yeah.
But at this moment, you deserve what all that little Indian boy was doing to you, fucking roasting you about trucks overseas. You deserve every single bit of that.
Hey, just because I was not looking up his trucks doesn't mean that I'm the absolute worst driver there is. I'm sure that there's worse. I'd be scared to see it, but I'm sure that there's worse.
There's Canada's worst driver, and you're one of them. That night, $300,000, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
this game definitely looks like it'll be fun to play.
Well, soon it's coming to Xbox actually and PlayStation.
Definitely have checked out because I used to play. Me and one of my friends from friggin' middle school. We used to play a PC game that was pretty much just like that. I don't remember what it was called though.
What was it, like 18 Wheels of Steel?
I couldn't tell you. It was probably like mid to late 90s.
Shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We used to play it all the time. Thing is, we would cause like so much damage because we would try to get to the destinations as fast as possible, and 90% of the times we're no longer on the road.
Well, my
Shortcut.
my brother,
Exactly.
I was trying to play the game with him, and he was like, "Hey, let's play, let's play." And I said, "Okay, I'm down for that." Well, we start trying to play. I have the game ready. I have the game set up and everything. He goes, "All right, I'm gonna complete this run, and then I'll be done. It's like 20 miles away." I said, "Okay, not a worry. You complete your run. It's like 20 miles away. I know that that's less than 5 minutes away. So do that, and then I'll send you an invite because if you accept the invite now, it will disconnect you from your run and you'll lose all the money and traveling that you just did." So he goes, or at least I think it will. So he goes, "Okay." Like 15 to 20 minutes later, I'm like, "Man, he's still not done that." I was like, "Hey, bud." He goes, "What?" I said, "How much do you have left on that run?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm like 238 miles away." And I was like, "What? Did you start a new run?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I was like, okay. When you're done with that one, I'll send you an invite and then we can play it again." And he's like, "Okay, okay." About an hour later, I'm like, "Hey, how much longer do you have on your run?" "Still about 115 miles." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, I just started a new run. After this run, I'll be able to complete my truck." And I went, "I gotta go." Like, I was like, "We're starting the stream soon," because we were. But I was like, "We're starting the stream soon. I gotta head out." And he's like, "That's okay. After this run, I'm going anyway." And I'm like, that was a waste of time. Because before I could send him an invite, he kept just accepting new runs that it made it so we never got to play. Like, I've been sitting here for like 2 hours, but I digress.
Okay, so I found that game. It was Hard Truck Road to Victory. Came out in 1998. Yeah,
Yeah,
came out
I'm interested. Sorry, go ahead, Link.
They're fine. I was just saying, is in this one where you would had to go to like ways stations and things like that, and we would always bypass them and get a fee.
I hate way stations. The last stream we did, we went across the entire state, or like across the entire country.
We went through like 5 different states, and Nathan got every single one that was in the game.
And then Brandon got to bypass every one of them. Like, he's like, "Oh yeah, you could go past," and then I had to stop, which is why I kept getting so far behind him. Is because he set his cruise for like 85 in like a 75 or 65, and he'd be like zooming, and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost up to him, I'm almost caught up," and I'd get there, and then it would be like, "Way station ahead, please pull in." I'm like, "No, I don't want to." Otherwise it would have cost me a lot more money, but I wanted a lot more to not go in debt than I did to want to get a fee from a stupid way station.
Right.
I have like 98 violations from speeding and running red lights and not visiting way stations.
But no, I honestly think without Chubby wrecking me for no reason, the only rage moment I
Aggressive
think
much?
the rage moment that I think I had in for like a while. You will remember this, Rabasu. So we were doing a Wednesday night stream, and it was our creators
Mhm.
where we were playing it, and next thing I got like gunned down. You two were like so far away. I was trying to catch up with you two, and you're like, Brandon, where are you? Where are you? And I fully just booted down the game and said, fuck it, I'm playing something else.
They're like I would need more than both hands to count how many rage moments I have had with that game.
That's why I made a separate account just to go around and kill enemies. I did
It
too.
won't be no more free loadout Salamontes. It's now any fucking map in the game. I'm
Yeah.
getting your ass.
Well, so me and Rabasu encountered something hilarious, Brandon. We was playing early morning, and it was you had said that like you couldn't hop on because you would. I think you said that you had an appointment or you was laying down or something.
Yeah.
It was either
But
an appointment or yeah, something like that.
yeah, and so we were playing and everything was going well. Well, I keep forgetting that there's a voice changer and that I have one active on the game. So so we're
Yeah, I
running
know
around.
exactly what part you're talking about.
We're running around and Chris was like, "Friendly, friendly." And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we're friendly." And me and Chris helped take down like this like a rocketeer. We were
Yeah.
helping these other two dudes take down a rocketeer. They're like, "Oh, thanks. Like, we appreciate the help. If you guys want to loot it, you loot it with us." Well, I hadn't said anything at this point. And then I turned on my voice chat and I was like, "Thanks, see you guys later." But it was the girl, like the really high girl voice. And one of the guys just went, "Ew, it's a girl." Fuck. And then he just turned off his mic and ran away. I was like, if only he knew. But it was just the perfect. It was so funny. Just ew.
Yeah,
But
it
like,
was
ew,
it was great.
what this?
I should have taken off the voice filter and be like, "What you?"
Man. But yeah, there's like, trust me, there's a lot of moments that now I have to sit back down and actually rewatch. Because as I do know, there's one of them I had to go and rebuy. Oh my god, I had to rebuy multiple mice or mouses, however you will say it,
Right.
because there was one of the games I was playing. Not actually, it wasn't not too long ago that I got so fucking frustrated in because no matter whatever I was doing, I picked up my mouse and fucking threw the damn thing, thinking like, "Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine." And I don't know if you're into like gaming mices or anything for through Razer. Well, I have a Razer Naga 3 wireless, and those mice are not cheap. And
Yeah, I've seen the
when I
price of those things.
when I threw it,
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh, it's durable, it's durable." So I go back to my mouse pad and all that to go back and use it, and I'm like, "Why is it pressing 2?" And it's constantly pressing 2 because there's mouse pad or there's like a numpad on the side.
Right.
Apparently when I threw it, I broke the little chip inside of it. So when it was pressing 2, it was that is my like if I want to open up another window, 2 is my window like where I could just add tabs and tab, 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 and just keep on going like that. Well, by the time I got the mouse unplugged, it had opened up like 60 different tabs of like fucking YouTube and Twitch. I'm like, what the hell is it doing? Is it trying to kill my PC or something? And so I'm just like, okay. So like, of course, knowing me, I have gear just scattered around the house, and I really need to get rid of it, but whatever. So I plugged it in, just like, okay, it probably opened up like a couple tabs, and here I'm just like clicking X. Oh, it's the same tab. It's the same. And so then I hovered down to like where the icons is, like, yeah, you have like 67 tabs open of YouTube, Twitch, and all the other tabs. I'm like, what the actual fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, your mouse was upset. It was
It's
it
like
was
it's
getting
like it's like,
Yeah.
hey you, fuck you. That's why.
it's like, oh, you want to throw me?
Well, like
Have
it
fun closing all these, bitch.
Yeah.
it would
Terms.
have been. It's worse than the equivalent, Chris, of throwing an Xbox controller.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, I've done that.
Like, oh yeah. Just and that's the thing with mices too. Like mine's sometimes you've probably seen in like my trucking sim and like the Batman streams or whatever. My PC came with a mouse and keyboard, which I was not expecting at all.
Hmm.
It had nothing in the description. Well, my mouse is wired. And so every time that I'm playing, if you see my camera just jolt, it's because
Yeah,
something tripped on that little wire, or the mouse, like the wire weight is like pulling the mouse slightly and it's
yeah,
yanking my camera around. I'm like,
yeah.
stop it.
No. Yeah, see, back when I did have a laptop that I could game on, I had started off with a wired mouse and got rid of it soon after because of that issue of the wire either getting in the way or just whatever. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, nope, wireless.
Oh man. Yeah, I learned not to do that again. If I get frustrated, just
I
roll
tell you,
back, walk out of the room, go outside.
Mm.
I'll be like that Scream Maze game with that guy trying to play it and his hand goes through the fucking monitor.
answer your question, Brandon. That's one thing about gaming that I miss. I miss when controllers and stuff were actually durable. Like
More
the
durable.
GameCube controller, you could freaking whip that thing on the floor and bounce it off a wall,
Yeah, and you could
and
pistol whip the
yeah,
controllers.
and nothing would happen. Now you play, and after a certain time of rotating the sticks, you get stick drift. Like,
Yeah.
or TVs, you bend them slightly, or something happens, they crack, and then you got the freaking Nokia TVs that you can frickin' take a baseball bat to and it won't flinch.
I remember my brother and I, for our regular Nintendo, our NES system, that we had controllers that had chunks missing out of the corners of them, cracks. Damn thing still worked.
Okay.
Well, that's
So
always
here's
a good
yeah,
thing.
stuff that built yeah, back in the days definitely were built to last. So
Yeah, they were.
My
Chris knows this. My original NES, the one I still have, I
Mhm.
gave it to
Yep.
my son. It caught on fire
What the hell?
and it still
Yep.
works perfectly.
Yep. Hmm.
Well, in terms, it just resoldered back to the board.
well,
Yeah. The fire was my mistake. Someone took, I don't know if it was my sister or my dad, but someone took the original power cord from it. So I just took one from, I think it was our answer machine. Wrong voltage.
well,
Hey,
my
I'm just saying, if it works, it
Yeah, it worked until it finally caught on fire.
But
But
damn it, it
no,
worked.
someone
then
tried to
after, once I
call.
got the regular adapter back, it still worked good.
I'm just saying, cheaper ways.
And now your PlayStation or your Xbox falls like 2 feet, it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yep, or just you use it too long and it just overheats and cooks itself.
Oh,
Like the
who?
red ring of death.
I
Yep,
was just gonna bring that
yep,
up. I was like, remembers that?
the red
I
ring of
had,
death.
I
I
had
had
one too.
two. I had two. Yeah,
I was
pissed
lucky
me
with
off.
mine. I fell under the warranty part of it. I had like a month left, so I was able to get it replaced.
I think the first one I was good. I had the warranty, sent it back. The second one, not so much. But it was after that that I got the newer system I think it was like the Xbox 360 arcade where they had fixed that issue.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you look at the old 360 designs, you can see how badly It was just where freaking
Oh yeah.
like curved in the center and the heating vent at the very bottom, but all the heat's right in the center.
Hmm.
See, the only nice thing about the older Xboxes, though, they were technically they were on roll of making it like a computer, but piss poor
Yeah.
design for
Yeah,
airflow.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, it made me laugh. We were talking about like throwing controllers and stuff. My buddy Dale, he used to play games quite often with his buddies. He gets angry easy, but he's one of the types of people that only plays like hockey sports games. Well, he was playing his PS4 and he was playing like NHL, and he said the amount of controllers that I broke. He said I've threw so many controllers onto the floor that when I moved out and wanted to clean my apartment, all I could find was a bunch of like X, triangle, circle, square buttons. He's like, I probably had enough buttons along up around the floor to make another store of controllers.
Wow.
I was like, "Geez." He's like, "Yeah, the dude that at the store that I would go to buy the controllers, he'd always have one sitting on the counter, and he'd be like, 'Hey, threw another controller.'" He's like, "Yep."
Wow.
I was like, "Yikes."
I can say that's honestly one thing I never did. I never threw a controller.
Same.
The worst of it was I the controller's not fully broken. It's my original Xbox controller. It's the right trigger. The spring is completely gone in it. It works because when you press it and it clicks, it no longer makes the clicking noise. Mainly because of when I was playing Dark Souls. I had that as my dodge. Just wore it out.
You be dodging a lot in that game.
I think my issue was grip. Like, I was never
David
someone.
hands.
Yeah, I was never someone that would throw a controller. I would get frustrated and I'd squeeze the controller.
Yeah.
Well, I did that one time and heard something pop, and it wasn't my hands, like, something on the controller made a sound, and I was like,
Hmm.
"That doesn't typically happen," and the controller was fine. Like, I never found anything wrong with it, but then I was like, "Probably shouldn't do that," because it was as I was getting older. It was like, I had done that my whole time when I was, like, 5 up to, like, 12 or 13, and then I was getting older, and I was getting actual strength, like more strength, and started squeezing it and heard a pop, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can't do that anymore. I'm gonna break something.
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
man. Well, we're coming up on the hour and 32 mark. Yeah, I don't know.
I
No,
mean,
I don't know what else if we want to this is going to be edited out, by the way. If we want to continue a little bit more, or we can start switching gears and start getting towards the outro.
I feel this is a good point to stop.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
So
because
let's
especially once you edit out all the other stuff, it'll shorten it down.
yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
good just to
About a half an hour. Ironically, it might be a half an hour once everything is all added in.
yeah. Which I think
But
that's a good for a half hour to an hour is a good length.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's only our first episode, and
Yeah.
we can kind of tweak what we do from this point on. So
yeah,
It's more like
because
the introduction, and me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but if I see a video that's like an hour or anything longer than an hour, I kind of avoid it. I try to stay within like the 40-minute range at most for a
yeah.
video or a podcast or something.
yeah,
Yeah, that
Okay.
yeah, for me that fully depends on like who's playing the video.
yeah, a lot of it
If it's
depends
a
on the
bit
subject, and
yeah.
yeah,
Like the podcasts, I'm used to listening to ones that are like story based, and a lot of them are like an hour, and I just play them and listen to them
yeah,
while I do other stuff.
Yeah.
same.
Alrighty, so this is going to be technically the outro. I'll be posted in the Discord if people want to do it. But this is just the simple lines I just got. It's like, alrighty, that's going to be up. Oh my god, I even messed that up. Alrighty, that's gonna wrap it up on episode 1 of the Mart Gamers podcast. If you made it this far, we appreciate that. For the real ones, make sure you subscribe and follow the Mart Gamers and everyone on their socials. Join the Discord down. The link is down in the description. And remember, we do go live every Tuesday. And remember, it's not just a game; it's a bond. I'll keep it
All
going
right,
right about now.
all right. And you can follow my streams on www.twitch.com/Rebisu207.
And my Twitch is Dead Lane.
Yeah, and you can find me at www.twitch.com at ChewiePandas.
Alrighty, have a nice night.
Boy wedgie.